Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is August 6, 2023, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the Dow 30 on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only. No trade recommendations here. Just a quick look at the market and my opinion of what I'm seeing out here. It's not really my opinion, it's just what I'm seeing, you know. There may be some opinion in here of what I think is going to happen and where we're at and what I expect to happen based on where we're at and what I see. Good night. All right, on the quarterly chart, we're still looking green, still looking bullish. We're starting to make some higher highs and higher lows and all on there. On the monthly chart, we're beginning to turn a little red. We are due for a red month. Green, green, red, green, red, green, green, red, green, green, red. Okay, so we're due. So no big surprise there. We actually came up to about an R2 level before we actually start reversing back down on these quarterly pivots. On the weekly chart, we also came up to about a R2 on these monthly pivots before we started coming back down. We at an R1. If we drop below that R1, it's a long way back down here to pivot. I don't expect the market to go that low at all, but it can come back down to about maybe 345, we'll say. And on the daily chart, we can see that now we are underneath the 10. This is a 10 moving average that I like having. I usually have a 9, but since I like using a 10 at right side trading, one of the indicators that we like using. Like I said, I usually use a 9. We have had a close under there, confirmation of being underneath there, you know. So again, manage your trade according to your plan and according to your strategies, you know. So let's go ahead and zoom on in a little bit here and see what we see. Maximize, and we'll start here on the quarterly chart. Boom, and I don't know why it does that, but that's what it is. All right, on the quarterly chart, like I say, the Dow is one of those ones that we know it has been weak. It's just finally broken out of a little range that it was in, and it hasn't reached that. It's not as strong as the NASDAQ or the SPY, I believe. I think the SPY and the NASDAQ both had reached their R1 level. The Dow is still below that R1 level, and if the Dow reaches that R1 level, it will be making all-time highs. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at the monthly chart. On the monthly chart, as we can see, we're just below an R2 level. We actually beginning to form that red month. I think we should be getting a red month this month, and we have to kind of wait and see but we're only 6 days into the month, but we just kind of wait and see. The thing is, it's time to make sure you got a little cash on the side and get ready for this thing to do a bounce and start trying to attack those all-time highs once we get done with this month, and maybe next month. We don't know. We may have 2 months, you know, of red months. But the thing is, make sure you start getting some cash on the side. No trade recommendations there. Follow your trading plan, follow your trading strategies. On the weekly chart, as we can see, last week was a red week. We came down to an R1 level and bouncing off an R2 level, and we just need to see it's not really a pattern up here. We really didn't get that engulfing pattern. It's just really almost like an engulfing pattern. It's almost like an evening star, you know. But if we get a confirmation red candle, this thing is, you know, going down. And like I say, we can come down here to maybe around this 340 level. I doubt if we get that deep into this area where the market had been basing, and I was looking and waiting for it to bounce out of there, and it finally did. But it can come back down here and test this area before we go back up and start trying to attack those highs. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the daily chart and see what I see there. I'll zoom in just a little bit here, and as you can see, we went up to an R1. I like pivots. This is why I'm kind of show pivots. We went up to an R1 level. We actually reversed. We came all the way down to a support 2 level and like I say, come next week, these are weekly pivots, and we're going to be opening most likely underneath pivot. And will we go all the way down? We'll probably go down to an support 1 level. We go to a support 2 level. I'm saying we may go all the way down to a support 3 level if this month really sells off. I don't know what's going to happen next week, but if we have a real bad week, some crazy news come out, we can easily come all the way down here to this level here, you know. But that's what I see. But we might just only come down here to support 1, fill this gap, and don't even think about these gaps down here and reverse back up. But that's what I see here on the Dow 30. And that's all I have. Again, this is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next weekend. Have a good one. Bye.